Hi, welcome back to RECAPEDIA. In this episode, we're going to recap the movie Johnny English Reborn. Please relax and enjoy the spoiler ride. Johnny English is studying martial arts in Tibet to get over the humiliation of a failed mission he undertook in Mozambique that cost him his knighthood. His martial arts teacher, Tin Wang, is an MI7 sleeper agent, and his bosses have asked for Johnny's assistance. After being recalled to MI7 by his new boss, Pegasus, Johnny is tasked with looking into a conspiracy to kill the Chinese Premier when he is in discussions with the British Prime Minister. Johnny also meets with his friend and fellow agent, Simon Ambrose, better known as Agent 1, as well as Pat Quatermain, the local MI7 inventor, and Colin Tucker, the junior agent who will serve as his assistant. Johnny's Chinese contact is killed in a casino in Hong Kong, but he finds a poker chip in the contact's hand that has Titus Fisher, a former CIA operative's address on it. English meets up with Fisher in his apartment. He tells English that he's a member of Vortex, a secret assassins organization that sabotaged English's mission to Mozambique. Fisher possesses one of 3 metal keys that unlock a secret assassination weapon held by Vortex. The other 2 keys are held by 2 unknown Vortex members. An old assassin lady in a cleaner's outfit kills Fisher and her sidekick steals his key, but English is able to track down the assassin's sidekick and retrieve the key. On a flight back to London, the key is taken out of his case by a Vortex agent posing as a flight attendant, while English boasts to Tucker about the accomplishment of his mission. When English tries to offer the key and a conspiracy to a foreign secretary and Pegasus, he is humiliated in front of them when he finds that the case holding the key is empty. Pegasus, Tucker, and the foreign secretary are joined in disappointment. English hears a vacuum cleaner moving towards the room and assumes it's the old assassin cleaner from Hong Kong. He attacks the supposed assassin cleaner only to find that he only fought Pegasus' mother. When English enters the kitchen to apologize to Pegasus' mother, the real assassin cleaner, who is now disguised as Pegasus' mother, starts attacking English with knives. He arrives to pursue the assassin cleaner and assault her, but instead, he attacks Pegasus' mother once again, in front of Pegasus and her children. In a hypnosis session with English, behavioral psychologist Kate Sumner of MI7 helps English recall the previous events of his failed mission in Mozambique, and it is revealed that another Vortex agent, former Russian KGB agent, and renegade MI7 associate spy Artem Karlenko is impersonating millionaire Sergei Pudovkin. English and Tucker meet Karlenko at a golf club outside of London, disguised as his opponent, in an overt attempt to elicit information from him. During their game, Johnny blows his cover by being overly suspicious, and Karlenko orders his death in Russian, but the assassin cleaner shoots Karlenko first. Karlenko is taken to a hospital by English and Tucker with his private chopper, but he passes away after giving English his key and confessing that the last Vortex agent is an MI7 agent. In a meeting with the British Prime Minister at MI7's headquarters, English provides his findings about Karlenko to the board and is given 24 hours by Pegasus to find and identify the 3rd Vortex member. Following the meeting, English tells Ambrose about Karlenko's confession about the last Vortex move in MI7 and prepares to question Ambrose. Ambrose gets ready to shoot him but stops when English's question proves that he has no idea who the traitor is. Tucker holds Ambrose at gunpoint in the restroom stalls, accusing him of being the mole because he's shown in a photo with Karlenko on his computer, but English suspends Tucker with disbelief. Johnny is persuaded by Ambrose that Pat Quatermain is the traitor. English hands over the key to Ambrose, unaware that Ambrose is the mole. Ambrose then gets in touch with Pegasus and informs her that English is the last Vortex agent. English confronts Patch in a church, but learns that he has been falsely accused and put up as the 3rd Vortex agent. After being pursued by MI7 agents and getting shot in the leg, English hijacks Patch's cutting-edge wheelchair with advanced features and escapes MI7's grasp with it. Johnny travels to the home of his psychologist, Kate, in order to persuade her that he's not a traitor, but he passes out from his bullet wound. After English regains consciousness, Kate reviews the video from his Mozambique operation and discovers that Vortex used the mind-control drug
Tamoxiline barbibutanol
to control the assassin for a short while before the person passed away from heart failure. Ambrose, the last surviving agent of Vortex, intends to use the drug once more on Pegasus to assassinate the Chinese Premier in return for $500 million. Ambrose shows up at Kate's residence to transport her to the airport while in search of Johnny English. After Ambrose has left with Kate, English remembers him from his Mozambique mission as the last Vortex agent and finds the assassin cleaner in the apartment. She attempts to use a chainsaw that is integrated into a vacuum machine to murder English, but he manages to escape down a garbage chute. English visits Tucker's mother's apartment and persuades Tucker to join him on a mission to breach Le Bastion, a strongly defended fortress in the Swiss Alps, where the Chinese premier is to be assassinated by Ambrose. In an attempt to silently sneak into the fortress with Tucker, English sets off a distress beacon by accident, assuming it to be a rappelling device, alerting the guards to their presence. English instructs Tucker to fake to attack, arrest and take him in as a prisoner. Tucker gets carried away by the plan and asks a fake shot, and English pretends to be dead. The two are able to enter the fortress with Tucker, disguised as one of the guards, and English placed in a corpse bag. Tucker attacks the guards in the fortress, while English tries to make his way over to Pegasus' office to alert her of the danger. Ambrose buys a glass of wine with the mind control drug and sends it to Pegasus at her office. Pegasus is discovered by English just as she is about to drink the spiked glass of wine, and English convinces her that Ambrose is the traitor. However, English mistakenly drinks the wine, making him susceptible to Ambrose's orders. As instructed by Ambrose, English knocks Pegasus down cold. While the Chinese premier is in a meeting with the British Prime Minister, Ambrose sends English there as a translator, with a lipstick disguised pistol for the assassination. Ambrose uses a communication device to order English to assassinate the Chinese premier. English uses his martial arts training to try and resist the drugs effects. While Tucker tries to sabotage Ambrose's frequency used to control English, English fights relentlessly with himself to prevent himself from killing the premier. As the drug fully takes control of English and he gets ready to kill the Chinese premier, Tucker finally changes the frequency and plays music from a radio station that makes English dance to the tune. In an effort to reset the frequency, Ambrose reveals himself publicly as the traitor. After the frequency is restored, English continues to resist the drug's effects and manages to divert the shot, but the drug's effects wear off and he passes out from heart failure. Ambrose manages to flee, but his accomplices are apprehended. English nearly dies of heart failure, but Kate arrives and hurriedly gives him a passionate kiss, raising his heart rate and reviving him. English follows Ambrose down the mountainside in pursuit. After a long chase, he eventually catches up to Ambrose in a gondola lift. The two get into a fist fight, and English uses his martial arts training once again to survive multiple crotch kicks from Ambrose. Ambrose is defeated by English with a crotch kick, who then mistakenly walks backwards and tumbles off the wagon. Ambrose fires at him, and English is forced to use his allegedly bulletproof umbrella to defend himself, but the umbrella actually fires a missile at the carriage, killing Ambrose. Her Majesty the Queen orders the closure of all texts in London. English is about to have his knighthood reinstated by the Queen, but the assassin Cleaner, posing as the Queen, attacks him and attempts to kill him once more during the ceremony. During the struggle, English grabs hold of the assassin Cleaner, but she manages to break free. English chases after her and manages to apprehend her. He eagerly presents her to Pegasus and exerts his vengeance on her by giving her numerous strikes to the head with a tray. To his surprise, the real assassin is apprehended and brought inside by a policeman and a royal guard, and he realizes that he has attacked the real queen. In the post-credit sequence, English plays the music titled In the Hall of the Mountain King, and is shown cooking for Kate to the rhythm of the music. The end. Hope you enjoyed this recap. Kindly subscribe to this channel for more amazing recap videos like these. Don't forget to also like this video and leave your thoughts and recommendations in the comment section below. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.